Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm here to talk about Modern Warfare 4 Warzone. What does that look like? With the information that we have information as far as even the map name, the movement, a new weather system, and even some of the guns that are going to be in Modern Warfare 4 Warzone and kind of what that looks like with the future coincided with DMZ. Over the last couple of days, all the Modern Warfare 4 information has flooded everywhere. A lot of people are excited. A lot of people are critical as they, as everyone has a right to be. You have a right to be super excited about the game. You have a right to be super critical. At the end of the day, one thing you can say about Call of Duty is that people are very passionate about the game and overall. Let me know in the comments if you guys are excited or not for it. But in today's video, I know I'm a Warzone centric channel. So I'm going to talk about a lot of the things that we learned over the last couple of days. What you guys think and the information that we got as far as Modern Warfare 4 Warzone. Now, some of the biggest information that we got in regards to Warzone for Modern Warfare 4 was that Warzone will be unplayable on last gen consoles starting with season 4 of Modern Warfare 4. So that means probably around middle of November, you will not be able to play Warzone at all on old gen. Now, I'm excited for this because it's about time. I think in order to have new tech and just overall just better things in general within the game, you have to move on and can't really create for the old gen that was over a decade ago. So I think this is a step in the right direction, and the fact that they dropped this info now is actually pretty crazy. Also, Call of Duty Warzone will be unable to be downloaded on PS4 and Xbox One starting June 4th. So coming up literally in less than a week, you will be unable to download Warzone anymore. So there'll be no more new players or no one on old gen. So if you're on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and you want to try Warzone out, make sure you go download it before June 4th or else you won't be able to download it at all. June 25th and onwards, the in-game store will be disabled in Warzone on those platforms as well. So you can kind of tell they're already pushing players to kind of move on, kind of just upgrade their consoles. And at the end of the day, I understand as far as the affordability of the new consoles. I think the new PlayStation Pro is like $1,000, people are saying. So, but overall, I think for the health of the game, the health of gaming in general on Call of Duty Warzone, it needs to stop making stuff for the old gen. And they're kind of like getting you players kind of used to that over the next month. Now, one thing as far as movement with Warzone and the future of the game in general, you obviously have Omni movement is gone in Warzone, which I think is a good thing. I think the game was just a little too fast overall. I think a lot of people, the reason why a lot of people like casual mode and like playing that is because it's not as fast paced. And I think the way this is dialed down now, people will maybe not play the casual modes anymore, but kind of get back to playing, that old regular Warzone, When I played Modern Warfare 4, the mantling was very fluid, and I think that's going to help a lot within the game of Warzone as well, too, with how much you mantle, how much you're moving. It's a lot more mantling than you would do in a multiplayer 6v6 arena shooter. So, that's why, climbing up on water pipes and poles, which you can do in Modern Warfare 4 is going to be actually key in Warzone as well. And when you're mantling, your weapon actually stays up. You can slide while ADS. You can mantle slide. And you can kind of dive and slide into a prone where it's almost like omni movement in a sense. So there is some variations of it in the game as well, but it's not like super duper extreme. And one thing that I think is pretty cool is that they actually dropped the name of the map that Infinity Ward actually created for DMZ and Warzone. The map name is called Hajin. And based off past experience, when they have DMZ and they have a map, it's going to be the same big map as it is for Warzone. In theory, they wouldn't make two separate big maps. They'd make one map for both. So most likely the name for the map for the Warzone map is going to be Hajin, same as DMZ. Infinity Ward actually made a tweet about it. I'm actually shocked they actually tweeted about it. And I'm not going to lie, let me know in the comments what you guys think is your favorite big map of all time. But Infinity Ward always cooks with big maps. You got Verdansk, Al Mazrah. It's Caldera or something they cooked up? I don't know. They definitely cook with Al Mazrah and Verdansk. I don't know about the other ones. Caldera was whatever. And I think Sledgehammer made a Zerkistan. I'm not too sure. But anyways, they cook with big maps. So I'm super excited for that and excited to play Hajin as well. And one thing that they're introducing now into the series with Infinity Ward is a weather system where there's going to be a changing weather system. Now, would we like to see that in Warzone? 100%. It's one of the things that makes Arc Raiders kind of special is whenever you load into the game, there's a different experience. Now, with that in Warzone, you have the map setting, but you're getting a different weather system. It's not like, I'm not saying it's game changing, but it's something that should have been added already and should be already in the game. And for them to announce it, it's actually pretty enticing too. So every time you load in, you obviously get a different experience with Warzone, but now you also get a different weather experience with Warzone as well. Like obviously we know the map name for Warzone is Hajin, but also I want you guys to think a lot of people want Vondel to come back as the Resurgence map for Infinity War. In my personal opinion, let me know in the comments how you guys feel. I don't think they need to bring back Vondel. I think one of the things that I personally don't like is the recycled, repeated content. And here's my theory on it. I like when the studios take a swing at a brand new map. Now, whether it hits or not, whether Air 99 hit, it missed, right? They took a swing at it. Haven's Hollow, they took a swing at it. Some people say it's a hit or miss, but at the end of the day, I would much rather a studio make something brand new. And if it does not do well, then you bring back Vondel. I don't think you bring back a Vondel off rip in season 1. I think it's something that maybe it's something in the spring if whatever Resurgence map they bring in, it fails. But I'm definitely more excited for big map in general and excited for Hajin. I'm not too excited for Resurgence. Like that doesn't make me excited for Warzone. Resurgence is just whatever to me. And I know a lot of the big questions as far as Warzone, will there be carry forward? Will we be able to use our skins and blueprints in the future Warzone, in Modern Warfare 4 Warzone? But the way they worded it was Modern Warfare 4 launches on October 23rd with season 1 shortly after to kick off a major year of content and seasonal experiences across both Modern Warfare 4 and Call of Duty Warzone. Beginning in season 1, Call of Duty Warzone will integrate Modern Warfare content and seasonal progression as part of a connected experience between both sides. In my personal opinion, I do not think in Warzone they should have a carry forward. I don't think you should be able to use the skins and the guns over the last 4 or 5 years. It doesn't make any sense, to be honest. And I think it's just, the whole thing needs a reset. I personally don't think there's going to be carry forward. I can't really remember if they confirmed it or not in the meetings. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Someone can let me know in the comments, but I just don't think it's needed. You know, I think it's definitely time to let those skins go. I spend a lot of money on those things, but I don't want to see American Dad when I'm playing Modern Warfare 4, you know, a Modern Warfare shooter on Hajin. I don't want that. I don't know if y'all want that. I don't want that. And also the way to describe Modern Warfare 4 Warzone is movement in Modern Warfare is built around fluidity, control, and player freedom, delivering fast, grounded combat that keeps operators responsive through every engagement while expanding how players move, fight, and adapt across the environment. Refined movement systems are designed to support a wide range of playstyles. Also, there's a new mechanic. Let me know how you guys feel about this. This caused a lot of controversy when it was aired out, and I wonder how it's going to work in Warzone as well too. So there's a new ballistic authority. Basically, there's no more bloom. New gunplay update. So in Warzone, you know how you can, when you hip fire someone, your bullets kind of go everywhere a little bit. Now they're not, it's not like CSGO. So when I played it, I didn't notice the hip fire changes too much. I only played about maybe like an hour or two of gameplay. So I don't know how much of an impact that it's going to have, but it was definitely not. I saw someone say that it's going to be like, you don't even have to ADS anymore. I promise you it is not like that. It isn't. I mean, that's not Call of Duty in general. It's not like a CSGO where you just hit fire everywhere. Obviously, there's no more bloom, and they will definitely balance it when the game comes. But when people build the hipfire builds in Warzone, I'm curious to see how that's going to impact with no bloom. One of the things that they actually showed us was how an LMG looks when you're hip firing from far away versus also a sniper as well too. There's still going to be recoil. There's still going to be obviously bullet velocity and stuff like that, but there's just no bloom to where when you shoot your gun, your bullets are just going, like there's no math to it. They just go everywhere. So I'm curious to see how the no bloom is going to affect things. And a lot of people were very, very worried about this. And like I said, a lot of sentiment on Twitter was that you won't even have to ADS in Call of Duty anymore. I promise you this isn't a bad thing. Bloom is a bad thing in video games. In AAA shooters, in my personal opinion, bloom is a bad thing. So I'm curious to see how it's going to play out in Warzone. That's definitely going to be a mechanic going to be in there. But overall, I saw a lot of negative feedback on that. And to be honest, I played it with it. There was nothing going on with it. Overall, I am excited for obviously DMZ, and I'm also excited for Warzone. You know, DMZ is going to be part of Infinity War's package as far as you obviously have the campaign multiplayer DMZ, and then Warzone's obviously going to be free. So Warzone, I think, is still going to have that popularity and feel to it, and a lot of people are still going to enjoy it. They just got to execute it on super well. Nukes have to come back with Modern Warfare 4 Warzone 100%. That is something I actually said in the meeting 100%. I raised my hand. I remember at the end, we have Q&As. I raised my hand and said, yo, can we get nukes back in Modern Warfare 4? And they were definitely like understanding like of that sentiment of, yes, this is something that people want back. So that's something I would love to see. I'm excited to see how Apex attachments feel in Warzone. You know, obviously that it gives that fresh feel of different class setups, different things to do, a lot of fun stuff. So overall, it's set up to be really well. And Mw4 Warzone is going to be really exciting, but also DMZ, I'm really excited for that. If this video reaches 3,000 likes, we definitely will have a DMZ video on the channel. They showed us a very in-depth what DMZ looks like from top to bottom, down to the specifics. Also, I gave feedback on DMZ as well too. So understand this, when we have these meetings with these studios, everyone always gives their feedback and tells them what you know, like, you should do this, you should do that, you know, and like just recommending things. People just don't sit there in silence and accept what they have to offer, because at the end of the day, when you're passionate about something, you're going to be critical about it. So let me know in the comments how you guys feel. That's all the news as far as Modern Warfare for Warzone. And the fact they even gave us the name of the big map is pretty dope this early on. So let me know what you guys think. Drop a like and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any Modern Warfare 4 content. And if you want any more questions answered, come to my Twitch, twitch.tv/swagg. Link's going to be in the description. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.